Exact. Oh my God. Hey.
Yep. Yeah, you see yourself. So be ready, girl. 20 seconds.
I'm not ready.
20 seconds.
All right. Hello. This is
I hate the
Lady Lover Podcast. I'm Letty, Lady Lover. These are my guests, Crystal.
Wait, we ain't started yet.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we did.
We're on. Yeah.
What?
It
says 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 2 seconds.
No, we're on. Yeah, we're on. Thank you for coming to Lady Lover Podcast. I am Letty, Lady Lover. These are my guests, Crystal and Cassandra.
Hi.
Cass. We got this. Look, I can hear my throat. Boom, put this stuff down. All right. So today we're discussing exes and past relationships and how it has affected a person's mental, how it has affected them today. I know multiple people that have had this issue and whatnot, and they've either come out a better person or they've come out a person that has issues and whatnot. And I know myself that the past relationships that I've had, especially the last one, it's been an issue. And it really affected my mental in that state to where, you know, I had to get myself checked and get myself on some pills and whatnot for depression and anxiety. But it made me grow, and I wouldn't change that because I am more aware of myself now, and I'm back. I'm here. Like, y'all have seen me. I know everybody that's here have followed me, and y'all have seen my progress and whatnot, and where I've been and what I've done. And I continue to go. I grow, and I know that my people here, that they've had issues themselves, and it's a story to tell. And that's something that everybody would like to know or share. So my thing was that I ended up having to get myself checked, and I was a people pleaser, and that's something that I ended up having to fix because I am not people pleasing no more. No self-erasure, nothing like that. I know now, and I can actually speak up. And how has a relationship affected you in any way?
Man, relationships. I'm not good at them. I don't do them.
But you're in. No.
I've been scarred. I've been hurt. I've been the one to hurt. Like,
yeah.
It just becoming aware of what you do and how to like intake and give at the same time has been like one of the most problematic situations for me.
I think the issue is when you become the person, when it affects your mental so much that you automatically start you repeat the what you're getting. And if you're getting abuse and whatnot, you just give up. And I remember that was something that I did. Like, look, like when you don't understand. I was the one getting hit and getting, you know what I mean? Like,
no,
my last relationship, we went to Colorado, and I showed up with a busted lip and a DWI because of the person that I was with. You know what I mean?
See? So like my relationships have been arranged though. Like they haven't all been
like arranged marriages.
Crazy. No, not arranged.
They're like, hey,
they have
you
been
look good. You going to marry, but no.
There's been a range of like how the relationship has like been. Like my very first relationship, of course I had the teenage love, and then I had the very toxic like serious relationship. My very first serious relationship was very toxic. Like that relationship scarred the fuck out of me. Like I was not the person I am today. I wasn't the person I was that I thought I knew. I was completely lost myself, but before I even realized
self-erasure, that's exactly.
Yep. Before I realized that, I was already gone. Like I didn't know how to find myself again. Right? It took me saying fuck you, I'm gonna do me despite whatever, and this guy still came at me to where I ended up getting arrested for domestic violence when I was trying to become like a firefighter paramedic. So that was like my life is over situation.
So with that being said, so after my mom passed, I changed into this, like I didn't even know what was going on with me. I just went into this I spiraled. So there was two people, like one person that I just couldn't explain myself to, and then the other person that was trying to help me, but I didn't know how to, I just didn't know what was going on. And the thing was that like, I remember when everything went down, I was trying to get out of that situation. And when they took my keys and wouldn't let me out the door, it was just, I was like, no, just let me go. And they don't. And that pushes you to another state. But I was ready to jump out the balcony.
Very first time, like, okay, I was always in defensive mode with my first relationship. Very first time I knew it was bad, it was very bad, was when this guy came home drunk as hell and wanted to take my car keys. Mind you, the car is mine, the place is mine, everything's mine, and he wanted to take my car keys.
Don't stop somebody that is trying to leave a situation. Don't do that. You cannot claim that you're just, no. If somebody's trying to get out of the situation, let them go. Let them go. Like, plain and simple. Let them go. So, don't take the car keys. Don't block the doorway. Let them go. See,
I didn't let him get it. I fought him for it. And next thing I know, I'm blacked out, choked out, like, fighting for the keys in a headlock, like, everything just gone. The very next day, this man remembered nothing.
No, right?
Nothing. Like, no, whatsoever. And then wanted to ask me, why are you mad?
I tried to push. I just like, can I get out the door? I was ready to jump out the balcony. Can I get out the door?
See, but whenever you have kids, you can't do that. Like, I couldn't leave my kids. Like, I had to be there for my kids. You know what I mean? Like, I already had kids with him.
But see, I don't get that. If somebody does that, how are they gonna say, oh, you're not putting hands? Like, you're literally trying to get out of the situation. And like, I was trying to jump out the balcony. But then in another relationship, it's like, you're getting beat up, and if you love the person so much, you're just like, hey, stop doing that. Hey, stop doing that. Hey, don't do that. You see? And I made myself look like a pussy all the time because I would cry because I don't like being hit. I would cry. Man, it was sucky, and it sucks. It sucks when people don't let you go, but then all of a sudden they make you seem like you're the problem. The problem. Yeah. That was your.
Yeah, and like
my first gay relationship was the worst. I feel like it set the standard. Mm-hmm. Not only from my relationship with my mom, but then going into that, it was horrible. And I remember this one time we were both in college, and she was accusing me of sleeping with someone, stabbed me in the hand with a pin, and we started fighting because I wasn't gonna let anybody.
With the pen? Did it go through?
I'm pretty sure I have a scar.
Is it blue or black?
I think it was blue. I'm pretty sure it was blue. Yes, and we fought like Ike and Tina Turner, and freaking people had to come and separate us. It was embarrassing.
It sucks though, because, and I know this last relationship that I have was with a girl out of state, and like I said, we went to Colorado. I showed up with a busted lip and a DWI because I didn't want her to get in trouble, and I took that charge. Like, I went to jail. They took my blood. They did all of that, took my picture, and I'm pretty sure I have a warrant right now. So let's not tell anybody that, all right, people? Because
tells the world on a live, I got a warrant.
No, and she knows. Like, I couldn't let them take her because her mental state was not right, and she wouldn't have lasted. I took that shit, and everybody loved that I was so cooperative. They were accommodating to the max. And then the relationship before that, I had my shoulder pushed in because I didn't want to be mean, and we were drinking, we were having fun, and she said I just remember I woke up and my shoulder was black. My head was smashed in the back. She ran me, and she said that I hit the thingy and passed out through the back of my head, and I was always the nice one that I was like, no, it's okay, because I was always the accommodating one, which also comes into the self-erasure. You people please, and you forget who you are in general. And it took me a while to reclaim that.
Yeah, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've become more soft and attentive. And I feel like it's backfired on me.
It does backfire on you because when you're
I've worked so hard to get here and be this good person, good girlfriend. And when I was an asshole, it worked so much better.
That's the opposite for me. So, me, like, it took a while, like, being in relationships. I didn't know how. Like, just from childhood, I didn't know how to show affection. Exactly. I didn't know how to love properly. And it wasn't only, like, something that I was self-aware of until I started getting into relationships. And they started telling me, you're not affectionate. Mm-hmm. You're very cold. I was very, like, quit being so fucking sensitive.
Well, they would tell me to say
that's what they would tell me. But then that's when I realized that I was dealing with people that, because of my mommy issues, and
mommy issues are serious.
My mommy issues,
obviously.
And I dated people that had daddy issues. So, I know, right? Like, and then when my mom,
maybe mommy issues aren't that bad. I'll go for the daddy issues.
And the crazy thing was that I was very accommodating, attentive, but then once my mom passed, I just went into this little downward spiral, and I got so depressed that I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't stay at my home anymore. I was sleeping in my car. I was just going back and forth from state to state, from Oklahoma to Texas. I was just trying to find myself, but I was trying to belong still. But I didn't even click with the people that I had normally clicked with. But again, because I was always people pleasing.
Okay, so question. Mm-hmm. After the toxic relationships, have y'all become self-aware, more self-aware of, like, the red flags when you get involved with somebody, or red flags within yourself?
I did, because
you're like, no.
I did because after everything, that's when I tried to kill myself, because I just couldn't.
Does it take that point though? Does it take you to that? Like, does it need to get to that point, or you're just like?
But what happened with me was because I had to deal with my mom, and I couldn't deal with anything else.
I feel so. I think my whole thing is, like, growing up, it's been nothing but abuse with my mom, with my family, with this, to where I refuse to go through it. I went through it, and I was just like, she is.
Okay, so
and I still to this age have been there through her abusive relationships, and been the one to be like, Mom, you need to get out of this. You need to get out of this. You need to get out of this. If I can, you can.
See, that's.
And I'm your daughter.
That's what
you know what I mean.
Did.
Like,
but the thing was is that, when she was alive, I was able to just be like, nah, this. But
no, I feel it. It's traumatic, and, like, that's where, like, I got involved with the one person right after, that my daughter's dad, very, like, the worst relationship you could think of, abusive, mentally, emotionally, physically, like, abusive, like. And I felt victimized. I didn't feel victimized.
Yeah.
I felt like, nope, I'll never be a victim, because I've always been a victim my whole childhood. Yeah. I'm never going to be a victim. But I was going through a fucking, like, abusive relationship, to where the next person who came into my life, I refused to let him love me. To let him love me the right way.
That's the thing, because I wouldn't want, because look, if you go through something traumatic, you can't, and this is what I tell everybody, don't close your heart. Don't stop yourself from loving somebody. No. If you have that love, keep giving that love. Like, if somebody didn't accept that or whatnot, and they you know, like.
But do you know how to love if you don't love yourself?
Oh, see, but I fucking love myself.
Do you?
Do you not see it? Like,
I see it now, but did you then?
I didn't at then. No, okay. I put everybody before me. Now I'm, and this is the thing. Like, now, like, I've been able to speak, and I remember I was telling you this past week, and I was like, oh my God, like, the things that I'm saying, I'm just like, oh shit, I didn't mean to say that. And then
I'm a very upfront person as well, so I'm gonna ask you if I want to know, and whether you want to tell me or not, that's okay. Whenever it's your time, it's your time. But you know what? You opened up.
No, and I opened up, and the thing is that I have never opened up to anybody, and she provided this safe space that I can actually open up personally. And I haven't done that in, I'm 42. I haven't done that at all with anybody.
Is it because you grabbed my hand when you were sleeping?
No, because I woke up. I hung out with her.
What? Go into that.
I hung out with her speaking, and I stayed the weekend. I stayed because it was labor. And I woke up and I was holding. I was like, oh shit, I forgot
She's
where
like,
I'm
I'm so
at.
sorry.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, but I was like, can we just cuddle? And so all I remember, because I've had dreams, but I've never remembered my dreams. But the weekend I was at her place, now even after, I had a dream that I was with the Taliban this past day. Yeah, look, and then I had
Taliban.
Yeah,
like Al Qaeda.
Yeah,
fucking.
I know it's weird, but I had a dream and rockets were coming, and it was the same person, and I was trying to protect, but I still think that me trying to protect said person is still something that I guess I'm gonna have to overcome. But the fact that I can remember it, and I told her I've never.
Maybe because Jerry gave.
It was Jerry. Jerry gave me this pill, and that pill he gave me this pill.
What is it? What was it? Oh, okay. I was like, what was it?
But I was like, no, I have a high tolerance. Give me double. I was eating my fucking food. I was like this.
She was standing up, and next minute she was like, I think I gotta sit down.
But the thing is that I stopped drinking. Like after everything happened. I stopped drinking. Once I got out of therapy and I got my medicine right and everything, I don't drink as much. And I actually don't drink at all. But when I was with her, I was like, all right, I'm going to drink. That first night, fucking plastered. I was done. I was fucking done. After the tattoos, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, I need to sleep because, you know, he gave me a pill, and I was like, I have a high tolerance because I take 4 Benadryl. Hey, Benadryl, if you want to, you know. I take 4 Benadryl. But anyways.
She said Benadryl's the real deal.
Woo.
It's the real deal.
I took 2 of those.
And some kratom.
I don't even know what that was, but I took that. Never again in my life will I ever do that. And that was it. I was gone. Dead. Boom. I was like this. And she had to walk me to the room. And then
I took off her shoes and she just was out. I put a bucket just because, yeah.
But
and I had to stay up because I was scared.
She was a great host. And never again would I ever do that because, again, I don't drink. And look, water, man, water, fucking water. And I stopped doing everything that was an issue before because out of everything that happened, and the thing is that the 2 people that it happened with, it wasn't intentional. It was just that after my mom passed, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know what to think. And all I kept saying was, I don't know. And I was sleeping in my car in a parking lot.
Have y'all had like good relationships?
Yes.
Like
and they still ended?
No, there are 2 people. No, but out of those 2 people, there was 2 people that, because look, I believe, and I don't know if y'all believe, you get repetitive things every year, a repetitive session. And this is what I've acknowledged and what I've noticed. You get the same shit every year.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the same
It's
thing.
always around the same time.
It's always around the same time. And then you have another option.
I refuse to have the same thing every year.
But you have to react to it differently.
Yes, you have to read. That's the thing.
And
so what you would
mine's
normally
like
choose,
a ripple effect.
Yes.
I'm lost in this ripple
Yes.
effect that's just evolving. And that's how I see it. I feel like I'm getting closer to the pot of gold, you know?
On the other side of the
rainbow.
rainbow.
It's somewhere, and I'm floating towards it.
So you're half leprechaun, but you're just not there yet.
I don't know what the fuck I am.
I see.
Maybe I'm the rainbow trying to get there. You know, who knows?
I would think the opposite. Whatever I would normally choose. In my mind now, I'm just like, okay, choose the opposite, just the opposite. So when I see somebody, because I'm not in my mommy mode anymore, I'm not in my mom mode anymore. So now I don't want anybody that resembles my mother. The higher the eyebrow, the meaner the chick, I don't want that. No, like no.
Higher the eyebrow, higher the IQ.
No, higher the eyebrow.
But no, the last two people.
The better the attitude is.
Yeah, but not to lie, the last person that I was with in a relationship with, I was talking to somebody else.
You don't want it. They have fake eyebrows.
No, and I messed up. There was 2 people that I did mess up because they actually cared for me, but I kept choosing the person that resembled what I was used to, that would hit and be mean And I remember they would be like, why do you want to talk to her? And I would always say, because she's nice.
It took
because
me.
she's nice.
So
I want somebody nice, not somebody that's going to fuck me up.
No, I need somebody aggressive. Aggressive, but not toxic. No, like, aggressive, but not toxic. You can be aggressive
in the bedroom, but don't bust my lip when we're driving.
No. Like, aggressive, but not toxic. Like, I don't need no toxicity in my life. I don't mind aggressiveness. But I need aggressiveness to be able to handle me because I am too much of, like, I don't need you. I could do bad all by my own.
See, like, but you can because you...
I know I can, but I still need that person to be like, no, shut the fuck up. I'm not going nowhere. Like, I need that.
No, see, because I already had that. And that's how I got this last relationship. They just automatically posted and then boom. I was stuck in that. But no. And look, and I'm not saying anything about it because I had a really strong connection with said person. But the other person treated me so nice. And my mom had already passed. I was just in this mental state that it just didn't serve me well, and I didn't know how to get through that. But the thing is, what sucks the most is that when you're there for somebody for so many years and you do everything for them, and then one little thing, it's like you ain't shit.
You know what the hardest, shit,
right?
The hardest thing that's
that's how you know a person's.
The hardest thing I've ever gone through, it wasn't even a relationship. It was just a cool ass. It wasn't a relationship as far as like, oh, we're together, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, whatever it was. No, it was with this one person to where we were cool as fuck. Like, we were cool outside. Like, everybody thought we were best friends. Like, but low key, like, we're fucking around. And so we just had that fucking relationship. Well, one day to the next. Just kidding. One day to the next, just done. Look, done.
Yvonne Marie says, she goes, that's my problem. I'm such a people pleaser and I so love hard, but I can't seem to please myself or love myself as much. And that's the issue. That's called that's when that's self-erasure.
And that's one thing that I've learned. That was my issue. You see, Yvonne, but that's one thing I've learned is
I please everybody.
You can't make everybody happy. So you have to
I would always try.
You have to be transparent though. Like, look, like from the beginning,
hence why I'm
transparent.
Transparent.
Yes. Like from the beginning, like I'm straight up. Like, look, these are my issues.
Yes.
These are my flaws. Because I'm self-aware now. I'm so much more self-aware because of the relationships I've been through. That the one good relationship I have had, I ended it because I'm just like, nope, I will hurt you.
What was your longest relationship?
My longest relationship was 6 years.
Oh wow.
Yes. Yeah.
My longest relationship was 7 years. Jeez. And that was with my first girlfriend. Now look, and that's another thing because
like 20 years.
Yeah, no, look, because my very first girlfriend, when I finally came out as gay and I got my first girlfriend, she did lie about her age. And we're friends to this day. She's the only one that I'm friends with because she is always reliable and dependable, but
there's one person I'm still friends with too that I have like been with, but it's because it's the best person I've ever been with that I know could be my best friend. Like, I don't talk to him all the time.
She was my example, but the thing is that when I get into a relationship and I always tell them, look, if you mess with me, you're either gonna grow somehow or you're gonna realize shit about yourself, but something's gonna happen and it's just not gonna be whatever. And I would always tell them, oh, this. She ended, and she told me to discuss this, so I'm free will right now. We dated for so long. She helped me kind of be comfortable with myself, and then she, she wanted to have a kid, and that's just something that I didn't want to do. And then, we parted ways. She met this guy, and he was in prison at that time. She helped him out, but the thing was, before we parted ways, we went through our little drug phase. And when I got myself clean and whatnot, I helped her get clean, and then she became a paralegal. I helped her become a paralegal. Then we met my friend, and he was an attorney, and she worked for him. We did great. We were doing great. But then she wanted to branch out. I say branch out.
She wanted to continue the LGBTQIA
plus. But she gave me free permission to talk about this. But anyway, so this was a guy that she was with when she was 12 and whatnot. But still to this day, she wanted to come on here and be a guest, but she couldn't because said guy. But he basically ruined her life, and she went back into the bullshit. And I kept in touch with her because I was like, look, we worked so hard to get past everything. Let's keep going. But she got pulled into that life again, and it changed her. And now, like, I know if I needed like some dirty done, like she would make it happen. But I try to keep her on the up and up and just give her like a positive, like, hey man, you know what I mean? And she has 2 kids now. And so I'm just like trying to give a positive vibe. Hey, and and everybody will be like, well, why do you still? And it's all
right. So at what point? Okay, so like we're all like guys, girls. Do you date guys too, or you just date lesbian?
She's girls.
Lesbian?
Girls, yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, I've done my share of men, people. Okay, I had to know if I was gay or not. I've done my share of guys. I've been there and done that.
I've had sex with maybe 2 guys.
Really? See, I've had sex with. Okay, this was.
Let's not say numbers, guys. Let's not say numbers, okay?
We're gonna have another discussion.
Let's
I was
not
a lesbian.
say numbers because.
Anyways, go ahead, continue.
I don't even know what I was saying.
All right, see, so the thing is, but anyways, this girl, I'm helping her, and we discussed because I'm all about positivity, and hey, let's just gravitate more this way, and I do that with everybody, and every ex still talks to me.
Have you been the person to like?
Because I've never been the bad one, except for these.
That's what I was about to ask you. That's what I was about.
So
there's one time that I was in this relationship, right, with this girl. And she literally told me, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is probably, like, I wasn't abusive. I just wasn't there emotionally because at the time I wasn't emotionally available. Like, I was emotionally numb. But I wasn't very transparent with it. And it literally took one night to where she was all, like, getting mad at me. And whenever she would get mad at me, I would just stand there like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. I don't know what the fuck you want. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. So I stood there and I was just like.
That was me.
And she looked at me and she's like, can you at least. I was like, what do you want me to do? And she's like, for you to be at least a decent fucking person. And I was like, am I not a decent person? Then why are you with me?
Like, my
response wasn't like, okay, babe, I'm sorry. Like, it wasn't like a positive, like, let me get your input. Let me see what I can do better. No, it was like, then why the fuck you with me, bitch? Like, and like, that kind of opened my eyes. Like, after that, where I was just like, whoa, like, I need to.
Have you ever had reciprocation, Cass, in a relationship? Has anybody ever reciprocated the energy that you've put out?
What kind?
I mean, all like whatever, like what you do for somebody in a relationship. Has anybody ever reciprocated that for you?
Not in the way I want.
I've never had anybody reciprocate because I was always the giver.
Really?
Yeah, no, really? Never.
You see,
never.
So that's what I'm saying.
Whoa,
like,
actually,
you have to let it though. You have to let it. That's why I feel like whenever you're been in bad relationships, you have to let somebody do that to you.
So there was
two
people. There was 2 people, and I'm just saying, there was 2 people. One girl's name was Bianca. She was
not put out names.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she was trying to reciprocate, but I was so trying to please the other person that wasn't reciprocating. I just fucked.
That's what happens when you mess with more than one person at the same time.
No, but I wasn't messing with it wasn't it wasn't like that, and that's the thing. It wasn't like that. I was so this is a long thing. So look, it wasn't like that. It was just that when I wasn't in a relationship,
you would date. Let's say that.
Yeah, I would not date. No, I would date, but I would talk. And then one person,
they were like on a 30-day trial.
No, it's not. No, man. The thing is that seriously, like, the main person that was the more aggressive one that wouldn't let me be me, like. And I would always tell her, you like the idea of me, but you don't like me. Like, she liked the idea of me, but not me because I was too nice. I wasn't mean. So when she would always hit and whatnot and be aggressive, I didn't want that. The other one was nice, but I was so put on that one. I didn't see that, and I treated her like, whatever. So that one reciprocated. She reciprocated. And she reciprocated. Like, it was great. But I was in that mental state that I just didn't, I didn't see it and I didn't acknowledge it. And now I do. And I do regret. But I don't regret what happened because it allowed me to get help. Even after
have y'all always been an affectionate type of person, or did y'all have to learn how to be affectionate?
I had to learn.
I'm always affectionate. I have my mom is a very aggressive person. My dad was a lover. I'm a very sensitive, soft motherfucker. But I could be mean, but I don't like being mean. It makes me feel bad. I hate being angry, but I will, and I have to fuck somebody up. Then I'll say, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
She'll cry.
I'll do it. I'll cry. No, I'll cry while I'm kicking ass. I'm sorry, but no, like
She's like, I'm sorry,
no,
but I'm
real.
gonna hurt you. I'm sorry.
I'm a delicate
I don't know how to feel
motherfucking
right
petunia.
now.
I'm a delicate petunia. But now I acknowledge that and I accept that, and
I need to learn how to
now I can say shit. Now I can be like, no, I don't like this.
Dude.
No, I don't want that. Or no. Now, and I'm kind of honestly afraid to date because I feel like I need to like have something to offer aside from just myself. I need to have something to offer.
Like what?
What? Yes,
Like,
exactly.
Oh, because the last one, I didn't have monetary. You know what I mean? And
Money is not a key to a relationship, though. Like, you could literally.
Real quick question: if I were to ask you on a date, and I'd be like, "Hey, let's go on a date, but I have gift cards. You cool?
Hell yeah.
You cool?
Can I spend
Shit.
them?
Hey, look at my thing. You know how my best relationship.
Just so you know, that dealt in my last one.
She's like, I got Olive Garden, I got Red Lobster, I got Taco Bell, I got McDonald's, I got the app with like 5,000 points.
No. And plus, I wouldn't buy no $350 concert
I can
ticket
be
because
very materialistic, but I support my habit.
No, you see, that's where y'all need to become creative, though. Become creative, like how I told you a little while ago. Like, look it, y'all could have dates. Y'all could have dates where there is no money, but have the best time of your life. Like, dude, my first.
You would have to find the chick, and again, out of the two girls, one was cool with that. The other one was just
then don't go with materialistic bitches. Like,
I know, but
even if they are, be like, hold up, babe. No, even if they are,
why I'm here now.
No. Even if they are materialistic, be like, hold up, babe. Just open up your mind a little bit.
I did that. That didn't work.
Open up your mind a little bit. My thing was the best date I've ever been on. One of the best dates I've ever been on was we went to the corner store, got some fountain drinks, filled it up with liquor. And we went on a fucking hike.
You know, I can't remember the last time I went on a legit date.
One of the best dates I've ever had.
The best date I went on. Somebody took me to a park and it was a fucking moon on a thing. Just nobody else has done that. Like, nobody has taken me. I was always the doer. Yeah. That one was it. And it was nothing. It was just a statue of a moon. And I was like, in my mind, like, of course I had to be like, oh, that's cool. But in my mind, I didn't know how to react to that because it never happened. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's
but
why you don't need
in my mind, I was like,
in the moment. Just live in the moment. Like, I'm such a free spirit, live in the moment type of person.
Does it not depend on how much work the other person has done? If they don't know about themselves, doesn't that coincide?
No.
Yeah, because if they're all fucked up, then you're just going to have a fucked up situation.
No, because I have been the fucked up person with somebody that has been amazing.
I honestly thought I had my shit in check.
And it kind of like opened up my eyes. Like, he didn't even have to be like, hey, I need you to pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, he didn't have to bring up anything to my attention, nothing. I just, you know what? I just sat back and went for the ride. Like, I just like let it be. And yes, I fought it. Don't get me wrong. I fought it. Like, nope, we ain't never been together. I cannot do this. Like, I don't do relationships. I am not emotionally attached. I do not show my emotions. I'm not vulnerable. I'm not this. I'm not that. Like, just, like, get used to it. Like, and we ain't having sex. We're not doing this. Like, we can hang out. It's cool. But
I'm
that's
over here dating these chicks that kick my ass all the time. But I'm too nice.
She said that kick my ass all the time.
And they'll hit me, I'll just be like, what the fuck?
Dude, look, do I need to get your helmet with some pads?
With the DWI, because I took over. And
bubble wrap on you.
And then I have a busted shoulder from the one before that. with the curly hair and shit. No, I got my ass kicked because I didn't want it, but I thought that was just, I can't be mean. And that's
sometimes you have to.
But I can't hit a person. I'm
not
that
saying
one
hit
time.
a person, but
I can't
know when you're being mistreated and to walk away.
Well, this last, look, if somebody doesn't let you leave, you have to push and get your way. But I would never hit anybody, like, you know what I mean, unless.
Yeah, after my first relationship with a woman,
and my shoulder, look, it's still not. It's all click.
It was abusive, mentally, physically.
Yeah,
I said I would never do that again. Maybe, the mental part has happened, which is, everybody goes through some kind of mental abuse within relationships, whether you're dealing with a narcissist or something.
See, but when they say narcissist, I believe everybody has some type of narcissism. Emotionally. Okay, so like the last one, you're an energy vampire, blah, blah, blah. But then in the end, when I started running through everything, it was like, wait a minute, I wasn't myself anymore. I just became this person that stopped painting, stopped doing this, I just was this nothing. Mm-hmm. And, I went to go work at this dog shop shit. And I was just like, I miss, and even still to this day, I don't paint.
Yeah.
But
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I don't.
Why did you stop painting?
Because of my last relationship, it was, I don't know. I just lost whatever was there.
I don't think you did. You're just not in tune with yourself.
Well, with that part, because I want to paint things now, but I think because at that time I was painting about the person that
take some shrooms.
I was right.
Take some shrooms and be
and she would know all my things. I was painting about the person that I was.
Oh yeah, is that why it was so like beautiful?
Yeah.
No, yeah. That's why.
It was just dark. Yeah, dark. It was. It
was darkly beautiful.
I that was my muse at that point, but it was all that.
I remember.
I know, and so.
I loved it. There was one piece I wanted to buy, and it was like of this girl with her tongue out and on her lips, and it was like all of these shapes and like just your own. Like at first you're like, I don't know how this is gonna come out, but the ending, I was like, oh my god, I was so like in love with it. I was like, I want that painting. I don't know what to do with it. You still have it?
One for my birthday.
Oh yeah, my birthday's in February, just so you know.
Well, she didn't want to, but she ended up doing it.
Birthday February 21st.
And I showed it to her this past week, and she's like, wow.
I saw it, and I would touch it, and I was like, man, I forget. Like, wow. Like, when I see my paintings, I'm like, who did that? I don't even see
that's me. That's me at work with my schedule. I'll be doing the schedules for all my employees, and I'll be like, "Oh, who works today?" I don't know. I just do my schedule, and I forget about it. Like
it's like it was a different me, and I know that.
That's the amazing thing about art, though, is it's you at the time, and it's like a fucking time capsule.
Yeah, and I remember the things that I said. I remember when everything ended, like before I tried to kill myself. I remember, and I was just. Like that's how I knew. But the thing is that everybody that was close to me,
I need some feedback.
No,
I need some feedback on how to be yourself and still make relationships last despite all your flaws.
Don't ask me because
despite all your flaws, because obviously we in this panel right here does not know.
So look. The people that are like when I was friends with people, me that I give I'm my friends whatnot. But when things started going wrong. And I didn't know what was going on. It was like nobody saw that. Everybody was just like, "Oh, you're not the same. Oh, you're not the same. Oh, you're not the same Letty. You're not Letty. You're not anything like that."
See, but that's the type of shit you need to pay attention to, though.
Yeah, but I couldn't because I didn't know what was wrong. I just kept saying, "I don't know." Like for everything, Letty, why don't you do that? I don't know. Letty, why don't you paint again? I don't know. What do you want to paint? I don't know. All I kept saying was, "I don't know." I didn't go to my house. I was sleeping on a floor in somebody's house. I was sleeping in my car and I was going back and forth because I didn't know what was wrong, but that's why afterwards.
I've gone through my crazy phase where like this one person hurt me so bad to where I'll pop up at their place. I'll pop up at that place. Like, why the fuck you so fake? Like, but now I'm just like, you know what? No, let me not do that. I just gotta let things go and let things be.
I've had people hurt me, but it wasn't until my mom passed.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
And that's when everything just really kicked in because once my mom passed, all my shit came to like life. That's when I had to address it. That's when I checked myself in. And again, Camino Real, best place. They helped, and they give you 3 days. But I was like, how long can you stay? And I stayed the max because I wanted to make sure, and I didn't want to, because I would tell them, they were like, they let me go. They were like, no, you're fine. I was like, no, I'm a happy person.
You said the Camino Real.
Camino Real.
Mm-hmm. You stayed at that hotel, or that's the name of the jail?
No, it's not.
That's the name of the jail?
It's not a
or the
jail.
hotel?
It's a crisis center.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a nut house.
Yeah, well, but they're
It sounds like fucking paradise. Camino Real.
It's not a nut house because they're not
like
nuts.
Laurel Ridge.
I met the best people there, and I'm friends to this day with people from there, and
Are they still crazy?
Shut up. No, they are not. Solange, you better fucking tell them something. I know you see this.
Solange.
Tell them something. Yeah, no, it's not like that. It's
Did they let you masturbate? I'm just kidding.
And I got scared. No, I got scared. But I swear to God, the boys had me decked out. Like, I was like, oh my God, if I ever committed a crime, I know that I would live lavishly.
In the Camino Real?
I was the only, no, even if it was in prison. I was the only one with the battery.
She's gonna be the baby this Llorona.
Battery operated TV. I had everything. I had badass clothes. I had my drawing shit. I had every phone call they were like, it's for Letty. I already know it's for Letty.
Man, I want to go.
I was there. And then they cook homemade meals. I gained weight there. Big plates.
When I was
like,
locked
can I have more? And I would just be like, can I have yours, please? Just come on.
You're like that girl from
I'll
Girl
trade you
Interrupted.
Solana, I love you. I love you, Solana.
Who's Solana?
Solana's the girl that I met, and she's a friend that I'm still friends with. And I met her at Camino Real, and she would always give me shit when I would run around the track, and I would tell her that she would harp like a chihuahua. She'd be like, because she's so little. And but look, thank you, Beatrice Enriquez. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Dude. And, look. I made Tatiana a badass lion. Dude. Yeah, that was for, but I need to get back into lion? That. I gotta find another.
Dude, are y'all like nature people?
I am. You gotta ground yourself. You need to ground yourself. And that's one thing that I have yet to do. And that's what I want. I mean, we go hiking. I'd rather do it fucking barefoot. Let's do it because I need to.
You want to feel the ground?
No, I need to. You're a
tree hugger.
Yeah.
You see, I don't feel like I'm affectionate enough to be a tree hugger. Like, I'm affectionate. I'm cute.
You can't just hug a tree and just love it.
No,
I'm
take
not a picture of it.
Okay, look, people may hate me.
No,
people may hate me. But I can't even.
I love you, tree.
I can't even have animals because I'm not that affectionate of a person. Like, I can't have like pets.
I can't have an animal.
You know what?
Man,
I don't hate them.
Here?
I don't hate them. I will take care of them if there's one hurt. I'll do whatever I can to save a life. But I'm just not that, like, don't be all over me. I need my space.
Like, look, I'm saving your life, but don't touch me.
Except when it comes to a girl, you better be all over me.
No, even with that, like, even with a girl, like, I could be lovey-dovey and I could be cute and sensual.
Beatrice is a tree hugger.
And, like, all this other stuff, but I'm not an affectionate person. Like, I realize that, like, I will feel suffocated.
I'm gonna get to painting and tattooing soon.
Yes.
I will. I just need to find.
My Aunt Grace said it's easier when you focus on yourself, which is very true.
I need to. What I've noticed from therapy, I got into therapy. I started taking depression and anxiety medication, and I know that I'm supposed to be my own muse, and I just need to find something else. But I was embedded in what I was in. I'm going to have to take that off, but I feel that right now I can put my creativity to something else, hence why we're here right now. And this is way better than writing a book, but I will get to do that
too.
Also.
Yes, I definitely want to write a book just because, like, man, not a lot of people are open to their traumas, not open to what's happened to them in their life. Like, I've actually had to write my life story. Where I was like locked up, had to go through like this whole rehab, had to do this and that. Like, have you ever written your life story? Guys,
I've written it so many
find
times,
somebody.
but I've moved so many
there's
times,
a
so I've
difference.
lost it.
There's a difference between writing it,
Look,
reading it, and reading it out loud.
that's what Anthony said.
I
Look,
burned it.
Anthony
You
said
burned it.
right here.
You gotta
he
read it
goes-
out loud before you burn it.
Anthony
That
goes,
is
"It
like
takes-
the release.
Anthony says it takes love and affection and attention, especially attention. Love is simple, but also difficult. And that's true. It's true.
All right, guys. How do y'all make relationships work? Have y'all ever had one where you're just like, I just want to make this work, make
because
this
I've
work,
done
make
what
this
the other
work?
person wanted. But now I'm not in a relationship because
You can't just give everybody what they want, though,
That
because
hence-
you have to be a balance.
that's again, nobody reciprocates. But now I'm just
Might as well be
waiting
single
because-
if you're gonna give them everything they want.
No, but that's
Let's
the
just be
thing
by
that
themselves.
I'm one that I would be like, oh, you want? I will cook because I love to cook. My love language is food. I can cook for anybody, anytime.
Mine is music.
And music, yes. So if I share music and I'll cook for you and do all this stuff, I need somebody to reciprocate. Not, you don't got to cook for me. I'll fucking cook. But just be like, hey, Letty, but I was always the one that did everything. So now I'm not in a relationship because my cards say that whoever is going to reciprocate is going
My
to come
card
to me.
says-
I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to the universe now, and I'm not chasing. I was always the chaser and the
Yeah?
giver. I was always the chaser and the
Dude,
giver.
right now,
I
I'm
was
so
always the chaser and
surprised
the
at what
giver.
has been coming to me because I'm not even like looking for anything, but what's been coming to me is just like mind blowing. Like,
Like this older lady.
don't
Because you're
mention that.
not looking.
Don't mention
Man,
that.
she's with. Man, I'm about
Yes.
to go to what hotel are you at? Where you at again?
No.
The airport.
What airport? Oh, this airport? I'm gonna go now. I'm going now. You don't understand, Cass. How's relationships? How are you in relationships?
You're asking me? My
Yes,
longest
ma'am.
was
We
2
can-
years.
2 years.
That's my longest relationship.
That's that's just me just talking to them. Just me barely hitting the surface is 2 years.
I don't know. I feel like I get so bored and
That's why you need
that-
something.
Okay, so
you
I
need
feel
somebody
that
to
is
spark
a
you then.
you issue that you would have
I think
to.
you're you issue.
No,
I think it's all you.
but if
You are the problem.
if you get bored, if you get bored,
That's why I spend a lot of time with myself so I can figure things out.
So are you asexual?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
No.
Asexual, like to where you just like fuck everybody else. I could turn myself on.
Well, I can turn
No,
myself
I
on.
think
no, that's not what
everybody can do that.
that's not what
Yeah, I can
asexual is.
turn-
I'm kidding.
I can turn myself on people, just so you know. So I'm just saying, you know. Look, Beatrice says this time around, me being single, I feel like I'm finding myself all over again. Truth.
It's all about
Yes.
that.
Yes.
If you cannot love yourself and find your own self, you will not be able to love anybody
And
else
that's,
properly.
yes, look, because now I
And
know.
that's the fucking
hey,
truth, honestly.
Hi, my name is Letty, and I am a people pleaser to an extent, but I will now speak my piece. But also, I love to cook and care.
women.
I'm a woman pleaser, lady lover. Hello. You know what I mean? But, and I remember the last argument I got with the last person, because she was like, you're such a people pleaser. I had to finally break down and say, yes, you know what? Making people happy makes me happy. It just makes me happy. I like,
Look,
and still to this
you
day,
know what?
look, like right now. If
That's
you're
my
sad,
main problem right now.
I
Is
would make you happy.
That's my
and
main
it
problem
makes
right
me
now.
happy.
Is I learned to not be a people
Are
pleaser.
you happy right now?
I am, but I'm
All right,
happy
great.
because of
Are you
myself.
happy right now?
Yes.
Hey,
Done.
but the moment somebody comes into my life and makes me unhappy, they're out. Like that's my main problem right now
Look.
because I don't have a even medium. Like it's either I'm gonna please you and I'm gonna get hurt, or I'm not gonna let you be a part of my life.
Danielle
and you're gonna
Elaine.
hurt
So
me.
you're an
Danielle
extreme.
Elaine.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
girl,
I have
one
a
way.
high extreme
So-
or a low extreme, and that's
okay.
it. Like I
So
don't have the
listen,
medium.
Danielle
and I need to
Elaine,
find that.
She's the first one that when I first started finding myself, I love you, woman, very fucking much. I love you. We went dispersed camping when COVID hit.
Is
right
that the one
away.
you said in the bus and stuff?
Yeah, her.
Oh.
She was the one. We went dispersed camping, and she helped me get through fears that I didn't even know I was afraid of the dark. I was like, no, I'm not. But when you have just a little glow in your room, it helps. But it was pitch dark. I would tell her, I was like, we're gonna get kidnapped by these people. Like we're gonna
We're gonna
get
get
trafficked.
kidnapped.
That's it. No, but she's the one
But
that taught me.
kick 'em in the balls and run.
She's the one that got me to be like, you need to be by yourself. And we were dispersed camping, and I left because of these girls, because of said girl, this last girl, the Oklahoma, I left because of that, and that was the issue. And she was telling me, and I went against it, and I left, and I didn't finish my togetherness that I was supposed to get. But I ended up learning. I guess that's what the universe had, and I learned now. But we're about to link up again because that's where my heart is, like the mountains. And I know that I'm so fucking happy being outside of Texas. And that's it. And she fucking helped me. She's the one that got me, and she's my other lady lover. And I love you, Danielle. And that's what she's just relationships. Yeah. It was something that she really helped me. She helped me get through a part that I didn't, but I should have paid more attention to it at that time, and I did not. But it was the best fucking time in my life because you have no idea. We went to so many states and camped so many wares, and I've never smoked so much weed in my life. And I was just so...
Dude, she's like, I've never smoked so much weed in my life. Were you floating?
So
not even a cloud 9. It was like a cloud 12.
Have you done mushrooms?
Yes.
Dude.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yes. I rang in the New Year doing mushrooms. Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. Wait, no. Was it that Mr. Megorium's? It was two movies. If I had to get out of this,
I cannot watch movies or anything on shrooms.
The walls were breathing. It was like...
I was like, I feel everything, like in my body, outside, just...
I was so horny, but it was me with my girlfriend, and then her sister and her...
I've never done it with anybody else.
At that time, so I was like... But I was already mad. I was like, why aren't you hugging me? Like, hugging me. Like, you know what I mean? Because they were being all lovey. And
hold on. Okay, so...
Wait, that's another thing. No, I'm a lovey-dovey person.
I have a question.
I gotta hug. I gotta cuddle. I gotta be like this.
I cannot.
I gotta be a lovey.
I cannot.
I have a question. Don't date me because I'm a lovey-dovey person.
Because
I want to hold hands. I want to cuddle.
No, when we were in the bed, you were like, can I just cuddle?
Yeah, I was like, can I just cuddle? And I've never done that. And I just asked her.
I was like, yeah.
Can I just cuddle? And she let me cuddle. And I was just, I'm a lovey-dovey person.
Y'all's like bad relationships and good relationships ever led you to like a sexual like adventure? Like to where you just want to adventure out sexually by yourself.
I mean,
while being single.
I had great sex, but
no, venture out like threesome, like threesome, like this, like girl, that, like
that's where you're gonna have to talk to her. Right there. I mean, no. I couldn't venture out if I was dating somebody. I couldn't, and I've never. And I can say this right now, I've never slept with anybody while I was dating somebody ever in my fucking life.
You're better than I am by 10 times.
Oh man, because that shit comes back to you.
No, like I haven't cheated on anybody, but I haven't cheated on anybody. But if we're dating or we're like talking or like there's nothing exclusive,
well, yeah, that's different.
It's free game.
Man, if
not being a whore, I'm just a fun person.
Me from getting my ass beat, I would have taken that for sure.
Yeah, I'm a fun time. I'm not a whore. I'm not a I'm
not a pussy though.
I'm not a home wrecker. I just like having fun. I'm not a unicorn.
I do too. And I'm spontaneous. I like to do things
just
when
out
I
the
want to
blue.
do them. Yeah,
just like, hey, let's go for a ride.
A threesome that happened.
Man, I should. No, I can't. No, Letty, stop. No. It's not
I mean,
going to
if
happen.
They're like, come on. After a while, you're just gonna
pressure.
Be like, okay.
I'm more of a person that's where I'm gonna be the one that like it's my idea. Like I'm gonna like.
Oh no, it wouldn't be my idea.
I'm gonna promiscuate myself into.
I don't like to share, but I mean, if I'm not with you, idea,
if I'm not with you and I'm single, I'll share whoever I want. Let's go.
Look, everybody's talking about threesomes. Look, I fell on some penis. There she goes. I remember that too. She's like, I tripped and fell on some penis, and the other was like threesomes. Drugs and alcohol led me to a threesome.
I remember I had just had a hysterectomy.
Hey, if anybody wants a uterus, you can totally have mine. You can totally have mine right now. I ain't gonna charge you. Just take it.
I'm just saying, hey, look, single could be fun.
Why nobody has kidnapped me, drugged me into an alleyway, and just took it and dumped me off somewhere. By now, I have no idea.
At least get some money.
Sell it for $50,000.
No, just like, look, bitch. drug me, take it out, and then leave me in an alleyway, I'll be totally fine.
Oh yeah. Don't say that. Don't say
Yeah,
that.
don't say that.
Oh, wait,
Don't say that.
hey, you don't know where I live.
Sex trafficking is a real thing.
Right
Sex trafficking is a
Never
real
mind.
thing.
Walk me to my vehicle, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna
It's right
have
here. You
security
walk us.
walking us out tonight.
But
I'm dying.
But look,
Look,
the thing about it is that when you're with exes, it's traumatizing, and it does. I feel it shapes you into who. If you learn the lessons, it shapes you, and if not, you're doomed to repeat the same shit. And there's people that I've dealt with today, that I've spoken to. They had issues, and you get this. They're always like, "I can't believe I did." No, if you're gonna get repetitive
you could believe you
shit.
did it. You just don't want to admit to yourself that you did it.
Yeah.
But you can believe it. I don't ever regret anything I did. I wish I would have went further many times.
Like done it worse or what?
All the time. All the time. I wish I would have just gone like all the way because I've always like held back, whether it's good or bad. I wish I would have just gone all the way. Because you know what? It's an experience that I would have.
Why I'm not dead or in prison by now is beyond me.
Why.
But I'm saying, but it's the universe because there's something meant. You know what I mean? There's something. You're meant for something. And I'm telling you, look, I tried and it just didn't fucking happen. And here I am. And I'm just not going to let it go. And I'm going to always follow what I feel. But I'm going to get rid of people that, not get rid of, but when you move to another level, you omit and you get rid of.
So because
you
of your
purge, you purge,
in your past relationships.
Yes, and right now, new moon again. A new one.
Oh, there's a new moon right now.
You're supposed to purge.
Hey,
yeah, and
like
you gotta
candles,
purge.
like
all your old
wait,
shit.
purge in what way?
Everybody,
purge in
your
what
old
way?
shit that you
Purge in what way?
Whatever
Negative.
does not work for you now, get rid of. So anybody that does not suit or go or fit where you're supposed to be or any issues, let it go. Let it go. If you have anger issues, let it go. Just let it go.
Or take medication. Like
Yeah, well, I mean, take medication.
That has saved me.
Leave everything out, and that's the thing. Like
Marijuana
I have no problem.
and sex is the only medication you would ever need.
She's
No.
she's marijuana and sex. I mean that works.
My antidepressants and alcohol.
Stress relief over stress
Even
relief.
though I get whiskey
Stress
dick.
relief.
So this way, it's this way.
Falling back and shit.
Wait, I gotta adjust it. Like I said, I have big dick energy, and when I don't, it's because I took it off. It's detachable. It's not there no more. Sometimes it gets turned around, and you have to adjust it.
That's the thing about being lesbian. We can detach it and reattach it anytime we want.
And be like, oh, okay, I'm a girl. Here you go. But sometimes that shit adjusts itself, and the ball sticky is over here, and you have to wait a minute. That fucks it up right in the middle.
At least it's straight the whole time.
No, it's this way because it depends what you get, and everything goes this way. You have to pick it up and adjust it.
Hey, it's not curved this straight. It's hard all the time. If you want it, it's ready.
It's
if
never
you want
gonna
it,
go
it's
soft.
ready.
So it's hard. Like, look. When you level
dying.
up, you ascend. The universe will bring you the people. Yes, Danielle. Yes.
Yes.
That's why I let go of whatever. And the thing is that I have no issue.
Yes.
I can drop and move on, and I do not look back. But I guess that's how I.
That
grew
makes
up.
sense on who's coming into my life at the moment because I'm like so surprised on who, like just a group of people that have come into my life. It's people who I never thought would ever come into my life at the time that I am.
So look, you have to pay attention to that because what my
It's
cards
wild.
told me,
It's mind blowing.
You get people that are of your energy at that time, and if you do you agree or no? Because when you're at a certain energy and you're vibing, you'll get people that are on your level, and you'll meet them. They're called soul tribes. You get your soul tribe. And
Dude, those people though
Soul
are
tribe.
like half my age older.
yeah, no, but
That's wild.
But you have a mentality like, look, like you're fucking vibing with us and shit. Like you got a badass mentality, and I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I mean, I just. This is here you go. So look, Crystal, she's single.
I'm just kidding.
She's single, just so you know. Semi-single, because that other chick from the airport. Fuck so. Oh. What?
Abort mission. Abort mission.
Edit that out of this podcast, please. Edit it out.
Anyways, that chick, you know, but, look, everybody, boom, yeah. You got that. Look, everybody loves you already.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's no such thing as that chick.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
Y'all want to see a picture of her?
No, there is no chick. Nothing serious. Nothing exclusive. I am single.
We can't put people
Guys
on blast
and
right
girls.
now. Yeah. But
You cannot do something like that. Stop.
we can't do that. But guys, I mean, in all honesty, I appreciate everybody joining in, everybody commenting and
Yes.
whatnot. And you don't understand that this is going to grow, and it's going to be something big. And this I know. I mean, you're going to. Debbie, I know. Look, Debbie.
Yes, everybody get mad at her.
Tatiana, I'm sorry.
She's ruining it for me. Like ruining it for me.
It's all right. It's all right. She's. Look, man, you see her. She's a young me. This is the thing. But it's good. It's good.
Hey,
I love you,
I'm
everybody.
a
Love
old
you,
soul in a
Beatrice.
young
Love you,
body.
Danielle. Love you, Tatiana. Love you, Anthony. Everybody. Everybody.
My sister, my godmother, my
Everybody.
tias, my cousins, my family, my
Everybody.
friends, my best friend Bernice. Like, dude, I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Even though this episode was a little bit, it was a little bit
I
up,
think it was
down,
better than
little
last
round.
one.
Yeah, like we're kind of like, you know.
But
Hey, I love the support. We are us. This is raw. This is very raw. Like you're gonna get.
It's a
want me
raw
to show you real
hump.
quick. Honestly.
It's a raw hump.
She was like, no, I said don't. I said it's raw, not give it raw. Okay, there's a difference. Okay.
But yeah, no, and this is. But you just. I mean, This is going to grow. I'm just letting you know, and that's what it's going to be. But there's more to discuss, and there's more that I need to open up about. And right now, like what I spoke about today, I haven't really told anybody ever. So this is something that, means a lot. And the fact that you are here listening and everything, it's good. And I want to do this more. So this is what we're going to do. And I'm...
This one's a little fun.
Yeah, it's... Vulnerability, transparency and vulnerability
Is sexy.
Love y'all very much, and I love y'all, and we hope y'all tune in again next Thursday, 9 p.m. Lady Lover Podcast.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye. Cut.